This is the story of Asma Jahangir, who was born in Lahore on 27th January 1952 into a Kakazai Pashto family. She was the daughter of Malik Ghulam Jilani, a civil servant who, upon retirement, became a politician, and Sabiha Jilani, a daughter of the Urdu literary editor Maulana Salahuddin Ahmed. Sabiha Jilani was one of the few Muslim women at the time to be educated at a co-educational school, Forman Christian College. Later, Sabiha set up a clothing business when the family's land were confiscated due to her husband's political activism. Asma Jahangir did her early education from Convent of Jesus and Mary, received a bachelor's degree from Kinnaird College and an LLB from Punjab University. Her involvement in politics had its roots in her youth, when her father became a critic of the military dictatorship of General Yahya Khan in the 1960s, leading to periods of imprisonment and house arrest for 14 years, which led to teenage Asma Jilani and her sister Hina Jilani leading street protests against the military dictatorship. She trained as a lawyer and was called at Lahore High Court in 1980 and at the Supreme Court in 1982 at age 30. She made history for being elected as the first female to serve as president of the Supreme Court Bar Association. She married Tahir Jahangir in 1974 and had one son and two daughters, Manisa Jahangir, a journalist, and Salma Jahangir, a lawyer. She had two sisters, Samina Tahir and Hina Jilani, and one brother, Usman Jilani Malik. She was mostly accompanied by Hina Jilani in their endeavors. She, along with her sister Hina Jilani and two other lawyers, established the first law firm for women's AGH's Law Associates. They also helped to set up a pressure group, the Women's Action Forum, set up to oppose law that reduced a woman's testimony in court to half that of a man's. Having been tear-gassed and beaten by the police, several of the protesters were jailed, including Asma Jahangir. She became a pro-democratic activist and was imprisoned in 1983 for participating in the movement for the restoration of democracy, which agitated against military dictator Ziaul Huq's regime. Asma Jahangir went to Geneva, Switzerland in 1986, where she remained until 1988, during which she became the Vice Chair for the Defense for Children International. She set up, with her sister Hina Jilani, the first free legal aid center in Pakistan. In 1987, she co-founded the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, later became its chairperson. She was put under house arrest for 3 months in 2007 lawyers' movement for opposing military leaders' removal of Supreme Court Chief Justice in Pervez Musharraf's regime. She authored 2 books and many notes, including the one on the critical issue of the Hudud Ordinance in the 1990 and the other, Children of a Lesser God in 1993. She also wrote a comprehensive and exhaustive commentary on family laws. She criticized the country's institutions, lawyer and human rights activist Asma Jahangir also participated in the Women on Wheel WOW rally. About 150 women motorcyclists, after completing training with the collaboration of Special Monitoring Unit on Law and Order and City Traffic Police, participated in the Women on Wheels WOW rally in Lahore. In 1995, she received the Martin and Earls Award for Human Rights Defenders, as well as the Raymond Magsaysay Award for Greatness of Spirit shown in service of the people. In 2000, she received the King Baudouin International Development Prize as the chair of the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, where 200,000 euros awarded every year by the Foundation Board of Governors. In 2001, Jahangir and her sister Hina Jalani were awarded the Millennium Peace Prize by UNIFEM, the United Nations Development Funds for Women, in collaboration with the non-governmental organization International Alert. In 2002, she was awarded the Liesl and Leo Ittinger Prize by the University of Oslo. She was also nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2005. At the International for Freedom Award 2010, Jahangir received the Freedom of the Worship Medal for her human rights and religious freedom activism. In 2012, she received the North-South Prize of the Council of Europe. In 2013, a video spread on the social media showing Asma Jahangir receiving Friends of Liberation War Honor award by the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on behalf of her late father Malik Ghulam Jalani, who had supported the liberation war for Bangladesh. She was awarded a UNESCO Bilbao Prize for the promotion of a culture of human rights. Also, the French Legion of Honor. In 2014, she was awarded with the Stephanus Prize, a human rights prize emphasizing the freedom of religion and belief. In 2014, she was awarded the Right Livelihood Award for defending, protecting, and promoting human rights in Pakistan and more widely, often in very difficult and complex situations and at great personal risk. Jahangir became the 4th Pakistani woman to be awarded the UN Human Rights Prize. Before her, Begum Rana Liaquat Ali Khan, Benazir Bhutto, and Malala Yousafzai were accorded the honor. Asma Jahangir is the recipient of honorary doctorates from University of St. Gallen in Switzerland, Queen's University Canada, Simon Fraser University Canada, and Cornell University, United States. She became the first Pakistani to deliver the Amartya Sen Lecture in London School of Economics. In 2016, she also served as UN Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial executions 1998 to 2004, and on freedom of religion and on human rights 2004 to 2010. She received Nishan-e-Imtiaz on 23 March 2018, the highest degree of service to the state and for services to international diplomacy. Hilali-Imtiaz in 2010, Crescent of Excellence. It is the second highest civilian award of the Pakistan Armed Forces by the Government of Pakistan. Sitara-e-Imtiaz, Star of Excellence. It is the third highest honor and civilian award in the state of Pakistan. They recognizes individuals who have made an exceptionally meritorious contribution to the security or national interests of Pakistan, world peace, cultural or other significant public endeavors. Declan Welsh, writing for The Guardian, described Jahangir's career as for almost 4 decades she had towered over Pakistan's human rights war, adding that she had championed battered wives, rescued teenagers from death row, defended people accused of blasphemy, and sought justice for the victims of honor killings. These battles have won her admirers and enemies in great number. She went to a mandir in Ahmedabad, India, received a present from Modi, Indian Prime Minister. People against her called her a hypocrite towards her religion and country, putting allegations for being an Indian or American agent. 5 years before her death, some leaked documents suggested that some intelligence officers had planned to kill her, and she called for an inquiry at the time, demanding the government find the forces who wanted to silence her. Asma Jahangir suffered from cardiac arrest and was subsequently shifted to a hospital, sadly, where she passed away in Lahore on 11 February 2018 at the age of 66. The Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Mia Saqib Nisar, and other Supreme Court judges expressed deep sorrows and grief on her demise in a statement. They extended their heartfelt condolences and sincere sympathies to members of the grieved family, while praising her services for the independence of the judiciary, rule of law, and supremacy of the court. She was an outspoken and courageous lady and had risen to prominence by sheer dint of her hard work, diligence, and commitment to the legal profession. The judges of the apex court said. The then President Mamnoon Hussain, in his condolence message, said Jahangir had played an unforgettable role for the supremacy of law, democracy, and human rights. The then Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi gave tributes to Asma Jahangir for her immense contribution towards upholding rule of law, democracy, and safeguarding human rights. He termed her demise as a great loss for legal fraternity and prayed for her and her family. The then Minister of State of Information, Maryam Aurangzeb, said, Jahangir's struggle is a bright chapter in the constitutional, legal, and democratic history of Pakistan. She said that the entire Pakistan is praying peace for Asma Jahangir's soul. The then Chairman Senate, Mia Raza Rabbani, Deputy Chairman Maulana Abdul Ghafoor Haidari, Speaker National Assembly Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, expressed grief over Asma Jahangir's death. The Pakistan Bar Council announced 3 days of mourning across the country. Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah also announced to observe a day of mourning across the province. Pakistan's People's Party suspended activities for 1 day to mourn the death of Asma Jahangir. Condolences and tributes also poured in the Twitter as Pakistanis reacted to the shock of Asma Jahangir's death. Shehbaz Sharif, deeply saddened by the news of the sudden demise of renowned lawyer and human rights activist Asma Jahangir Sahiba. Pakistan has lost a passionate champion of human rights and staunch supporter of democracy. May her soul rest in peace. Maryam Nawaz Sharif. Democracy, human rights, and resistance against oppression lost a great soldier, Asma Jahangir. It's everyone's loss. What a sad day. Asad Umar, sorry to hear Asma Jahangir passing away. I disagreed with many of her political positions, but respected the fact that she clearly stood up for what she believed in. Imran Khan, Asma Jahangir's death is a loss of a strong voice for the marginalized and oppressed. Despite our differences, I always respected her for her fight for human rights and for standing up for her conviction. Malala Yousafzai, heartbroken that we lost Asma Jahangir, a savior of democracy and human rights. I met her a week ago in Oxford. I cannot believe she is no more amongst us. The best tribute is to continue her fight for human rights and democracy. She had chosen an extremely difficult life for herself while defending her clients. Once, a mob outside Lahore High Court smashed her car window and assaulted her driver. Her family was attacked and taken hostage, and she had received life threats. But she and her team did not stop and continued with the never so easy cases. Former Australian High Court Judge Michael Kirby mentioned how Asma made him wrote the Commonwealth Charter of Human Rights and got it approved from Queen Elizabeth. He also mentioned a letter from the International Bar Association's president offering respects for an amazing woman, Asma Jahangir. In 2014, Asma Jahangir told AFP news agency she had seen changes in the perception of human rights in Pakistan. There was a time that human rights was not even an issue in this country. Then prisoners' right became an issue. Women's rights was thought of as a Western concept. Now people do talk about women's rights. Throughout her career, she emphasized that Pakistan had veered away from the liberal idea of its founder, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, as he had argued that Muslims needed a state for their own protection, but that other minorities should be protected too. She said, what we are living in now was not what Jinnah wanted for Pakistan. We have to build Jinnah's Pakistan. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to our channel, share with your friends and family. Thank you.